Thank you for stopping by Ballistic BBQ. On today's video, I am going to be recreating the famous patty melt from Cassell's Hamburgers in Los Angeles. Let's get going. So the patty melt at Cassell's is world famous, and they didn't stray away from the simplicity of a patty melt. They just sort of elevated it just a little bit, and I think you guys are going to dig this. So we're starting out with a beef patty. This is ground chuck blended with ground brisket. I ground it this morning, and that's what Cassell's uses. I'm just going to add a little bit of kosher salt here. Get this on the flat top. You got to use a flat top if you're cooking a patty melt. And if you're not grinding your own meat, definitely go with an 80-20. A little bit more salt on top here. Okay, this patty's looking good. I'm going to pull this off right now. I'm just going to keep it on the grate side, the indirect side, just to keep it warm. Okay, I have some rye bread down here. We are going to go ahead and spread on some clarified butter. Go ahead and get these pieces of bread down. Now I'll take 2 slices of Swiss, have it hanging off the edge. That's what Cassell's does. One in the center. Right, burger patty down. Caramelized onions. Let's go ahead and scrape these crispy hangovers here. Here we go. Whoop. There we go. Let's give this a try. All right, let's go ahead and take a cut into this thing, see how we did. Nice. That's what I was looking for, like a medium doneness. I didn't want it to be well done. This is some really good meat I have here. Let's plate it up how they would at Cassell's. And here we are, just on a plate with some pickles. You'll notice that when I built this thing, I didn't add any sauce or anything. They're into letting the guest control the amount of sauce on their burgers. So I selected one of the sauces on their menu, which is what they call a mustardy mayo. And basically all I did was I took some mayo, mixed in some regular yellow mustard and a little hot mustard. So let's give this a try. That toasted rye bread just smells so good. You know, sometimes it's easy to forget that simple is good, and this just reminded me. I mean, that buttery toasted rye bread is the first thing that you just crunch into, and then the next flavor that I'm getting are those just caramelized sweet onions, and wow. I mean, then the meat. I mean, high quality meat. Again, Cassell's is using ground brisket mixed with ground chuck. That's what I have here. They use the heavy dye, so it's not a fine grind, which is that's my favorite. And the owner of the restaurant's logic is the same as mine. You get that kind of steaky feel in your mouth when you're eating it that way. Anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the suggestions. See you on the next video. Cheers.